Guys, the time is finally here. We have been waiting for the Star Atlas, the Galactic asset offering to go live. It goes live on September 7th. So in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know to get ready for the sale, guys. It's time. Of course, guys, welcome to Atlas Theory. We are a YouTube channel that covers everything Star Atlas. So if that sounds interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button to join us on this long journey. It's gonna be a great time. Now let's just cover some of the basics here first. Of course, the first thing you will need is a Solana-based wallet. I'm going to just go ahead and say you probably want Phantom. It's highly praised, one of the greatest out there. So just come over. I'll have a link in the description for you. Grab this wallet if you don't have it already. And the asset sale will be in Solana-based USDC. There's a conversion in the wallet itself, or you can get it on an exchange. A lot of people have been asking on Discord and on Twitter, like, why is this sale not in Atlas, the Star Atlas token? And that is because Michael Wagner said, at least on Twitter, that it would cause unnecessary, I don't remember exactly how he put it, but necessary fluctuations in Atlas price at this point. It's so early on for the coin, and USDC, very accessible, and yeah, probably just a better experience. But now, guys, let's get into the Gal Brochure. This one, the future of reality awaits. I love it. I love it. This is Wave 1. This is inauguration. This is spaceships. And this whole brochure kind of goes over what ships are for sale and the price range they will be. I've also seen some people talk about, oh, I want the price of each individual ship. But for now, we just have the price ranges, which gives us plenty to work with as far as our Gal strategy. And that's the third thing I'll get into here in this video. But let's take a look at this brochure. So this is going to be a 3-month campaign or until sold out. I actually expect it to sell out pretty fast, depending on supply, of course. But we have small ships, we have medium and large, we have capital, and we have commander ships. And then one auction ships, or there's 3 of them, but one auction section. Now, these prices down here may be a little intimidating, but let's get into it. We'll get into it. Let's look over the small ships first. Now, in last video, I talked about coming up with an initial strategy. And that's because we're going to all play different roles in Star Atlas and in the metaverse. Some of us are going to be pilots. Some of us are going to be pioneers of industry. So this is kind of where we start. And we have the asset info right here alongside the ship names. So there's a small racer, fighters, bounty hunter. So in that first section, it gives you 3 things already that you can focus on maybe building up your supply in that area. If you're going to be a fighter straight away, pick up a few fighters, maybe an extra small, a small, whatever. You come up with your own strategy. Now, there will be racing as well. So you can earn money, winning these races. So maybe you pick up a few racers. I'm sure these races are going to be dangerous, so you might go through a few ships, right? So pick up a few of those if you plan to do the racing. Now, coming over to the medium and large ships, this is actually the area I will probably enter in. I already got a few ships from the poster rewards, so I'm kind of looking at, looking for a few things that will add to kind of my strategy and where I want to go. There are data runners, rescue, freight, fighters, another freight, multi-role, a bomber, repair, refuel. So this is adding on so many extra jobs that are of interest to many, many people. For myself included, I will probably pick up a freight, maybe a data runner. I want to do mining for the most part, so I'm going to be buying ships that add to that whole experience, whether, freight maybe, and maybe data runner, depending on, where I want to take it. But I encourage you guys, as always, come up with a strategy. Like, who do you want to be? And buy the ships that correlate with that. We don't need all these ships, right? Like, I know that I'm going to enter in, and this will be talked about more in the third strategy, I'll be entered into a DAC. So I'll be part of a guild, a corporation, and they are going to have the fighters that protect me. We're all going to work together, right? So you don't need all of these ships. And that's kind of my point as we get into these next sections here. The capital ship, $25,000 to $30,000 for capital, right? And you can see, of course, their asset info there. Commander ships, 80 grand to 100 grand, right? These are huge, powerful ships. Titan ships as well. These are going to be auctioned. These are going to be like your DAX or like your ballers like going in and buying these type of like giant space ships. So, don't get intimidated, because these are more than likely going to be the corporations or DACs that you join, that you all pull together, or however your DAC raises money, and you're going to be buying these higher grade ships. So I think I've seen a few comments in the Discord only like, what's my price range? You should probably be in the $15 to, $1,200. You really need to just go with what you can afford. Don't FOMO into any of this. Make a clear strategy of maybe what you want to be, who you want to be, right? And go after those assets. I'll put a link in the description to this brochure so you guys can like look it over in further detail and come up with your strategy. And that's really like point 3. I kind of put it into point 2. It's really just the strategy. I said get involved in the community was one of my suggestions in last video, and that like really rings true. You want to see which of the people around you, whether you have a small group that you make yourself, or if you join one of these larger corporations like myself, you want to know who are your fighters, right? Who are your miners? Who are your transport, and kind of start calling out like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you can enter this asset sale with that in mind. So for myself, I might buy one ship. I already have a few from the, like I said, from the poster rewards. I'm going to wait until mining drops, right? And I'm going to put my money into the mining aspect of things. Now the ships, they might be cool. I might buy one of those medium or large ships for myself to keep myself a little safer if I want to travel to another place. But if I do that, I'm probably going to pay for, a group of fighters to join me, on that journey. So it's a really cool opportunity for collaboration and to start building teams and really diving into this thing as a group effort. That's what Star Atlas, that's what the metaverse is all about, is that group effort, guys. So in summary, get a Solana-based wallet, get some USDC here up to the top of whatever you want to spend in the tier level, I would recommend. The number 3, get involved. Make some friends, guys. Come up with a cool little strategy. We have a long ways to go, right? This is the first of many asset sales. I wouldn't worry about rushing in and making sure, you buy up. Don't go FOMO on this. Go strategy. Anyways, I hope you guys found some value. If you did, hit that like button for me. Subscribe for more Star Atlas videos, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for a corporation guild interview. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Peace, guys.